Hey guys, my name is Mannequin and welcome back to EDM Pro Tips. Today I wanted to talk about confidence. And there are, it sounds like a cliche topic, but there are, in my mind, two types of confidence, or two things you could have confidence for, rather. And you should actually be expecting opposite things from them. So the first type of confidence is confidence in, like, what you like. And so you do not ever let anyone, change what you like because of their opinion. For example, when I first started electronic music production, I was kind of talking to someone and I just said, "Oh, yeah, I write music." And he's like, "Oh, what style of music do you write?" And I said, "Oh, I write electronic music." And his response to me was, "There's better styles of music out there." And I was kind of, put off by that. But aside from that, I didn't let that, phase me in what I liked. I didn't think, oh, maybe there is better styles of music. I kept on liking the music that I liked. And so really, it's kind of like a simple idea, but you need to remember that there's going to be a lot of pressure around whenever you start talking to other producers, and they're going to all have their different styles, and each one of them is going to kind of, that's going to be what they like. So they're going to want to push it onto you, and it's not a bad thing that they're doing that. In fact, you might do that with other people because you're like, "Oh man, isn't this drop awesome? Don't you love it?" But the person's a chill out dude, and he's like, that yeah, that's a good drop, like, but that's not his style. So it's not bad to share those things, but just remember, like what you like. Don't go out of your way. Change your preferences for other people. Just be dead set and remember what you like, because in the end, if you end up being able to make electronic music production as your career, then you want to be producing the music that you like. You don't want to get down the road and you're producing pop when you really like dubstep. That'd just be kind of sad. You're just spending hours and hours and hours a day doing a style that's not really your favorite. So really focus on what you like and be confident about what you like. So the second type of confidence, per se, it's not really a second type. It's more of confidence in a certain thing. So like I was saying before. But anyway, so what you don't want to have too much confidence in is your expertise. Now, there's a reason people tend to be humble about how good they think they are for a particular hobby or profession or something like that, because they realize that chances are there's someone in the world that's better than them. And the last thing you want to do is say that you're good at something when the person in front of you is better at it. And for example, let's put it this way. You're mixing a new track and you really love the kick drum and you think it's an awesome kick drum. And, so you have two options. One, you could go outside and say, "Oh, I made a really awesome kick drum." Or you could just say to yourself, "Well, this is an awesome kick drum, but is it actually good compared to everyone else's?" And so really, don't be too confident. Just because something's the best you've ever done doesn't necessarily mean that it is actually awesome. You'll notice that with your first productions and stuff like that. Like when you're going through and you're making your first couple of tracks, you'll think, "Oh yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool. Oh, I like this part of this track." And then when you get like 15 tracks down the road, you'll look back at those ones and you'll be like, "I like that part? Like, really? It's not all that awesome." So really, that's one of the things you don't want to be too confident in. And one of the reasons for this is because if someone approaches you and tells you, "Hey, your tracks would sound a lot better if you tightened up your kick drum," you could either be confident in your mixing and say, "Yeah, I don't need to do that. It's already good enough. They sound awesome." Or you could actually listen to the advice and improve your skills. So, kind of we got the two ends of the spectrum here. One of them is having confidence in your style, and the other is not having confidence in your expertise, because you're not an expert and so you can't really judge whether or not you're an expert. And even when you are an expert, typically experts get there because they're not people that judge themselves. They let other people judge their work, and then they take that and they improve based off of that. So you need to kind of remember that balance. And I've actually talked to a lot of you guys that you have bothered to send me a message and ask, "Oh, would you like to check out my tracks?" and stuff like that. And it's really cool to see your guys' perspectives, because a lot of you guys are asking me for feedback, which is awesome, because it gives you a chance to really bend your pride and say, "Okay, I like my stuff, I like what I do, but I know I could probably do better." So Could you tell me what I could improve on? And I'll tell you right now, I'm not the best person to ask for that because, quite honestly, I'm not really a pro per se. But at the same time, I know there are people that look up to me and they want to improve, and maybe they're even doing the same style I'm doing. But even if they're not, like someone sent me a Future House track, and I do not listen to Future House track, but at the same time, I listened to his track, and I just found some things that, based off my ear as a producer, I kind of thought, this could be a little bit better. So really, it's a great opportunity to improve and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you're deciding whether or not you're going to ask someone for feedback or not. I found a great thing to do is if you don't have anyone that you could ask for feedback. Oh, and by the way, I'm one of the people that that you could ask for feedback. If you don't have anyone my suggestion is, like I say in pretty much every single one of these pro tips videos, listen to the professional tracks that you really like and compare your mixes. Like I just did that for a remix I was making, and I thought my kick was pretty darn good because it was really heavy. But I listened to a pro track that had a similar style, and then I realized, wow, my kick is really heavy, but it's so heavy that it kind of just blends in with the mix and it doesn't really punch through it. So in the end, I tightened up my kick drum quite a bit. And also, I thought I did a pretty good mastering job too because it sounded nice, but in the end, the track was a lot quieter than it should have been. So when I listened to pro tracks, I kind of got that volume level to the right spot. So really, yeah, the two things you want to focus on, like I already said 3 times, be confident in your style, but don't be confident in your skills, because if you're too confident, if you're overconfident in your skills, you can really start screwing stuff up, and that's one great way to end your career as a producer. If you're not improving enough, and you're not, and you're not allowing opportunities for improvement in your mixing, then it's a great way to just not get anywhere. You need to be very open-minded, listen to suggestions, ask for suggestions, and don't take offense when people offer you suggestions. So there will be times when their suggestions are wrong, but without pointing anything out, like any times that I've run into that, you just kind of use good judgment and be more sensitive to imagine that they're your best friend, and they're like, oh, this mix is awesome, but the only way you could have made it better is if you did this. Think of it that way. Don't think of it, this mix is okay, but if you would have done this, it would have been better. So just think about it in a happier perspective, and just be really be glad that they're offering you advice, because they don't need to offer you advice. Obviously, haters gonna hate, so you'll run into that eventually. But at the same time, you need to be open-minded and be able to listen to advice so you can improve. So that's it for this video. I apologize, it's a little bit later in the day than usual, although I'm kind of being thrown out of whack because things going on around here. First of all, I'm not really used to the groove over here back at home with the rest of my family running around, and I am going to be going on a vacation next week, but I'm going to try to pre-record some videos so that they'll upload automatically for you guys, and I will check all the comments and messages you guys send me over the vacation too. So don't worry about that. It'll just be a week, so don't worry about that interrupting too much. I may not be able to post quite as many videos. I'm trying to start back up the once a day thing, but it depends on how many I could build up before vacation. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you liked it, like it. If you have any comments, suggestions, or you want to put your input in this topic and just talk to other people about it, feel free to throw some comments down below. It's really great to see you guys interacting with each other, and I like it when you guys respond to me and everything like that. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.